What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review this new project from my man LuKeem entitled Out the Blue. Now, I've known about LuKeem, I've worked with LuKeem for well over a year now. Been aware of his music ever since. I found him through my man Young Shamu, his Bootleg 2 mixtape. Now, I forget if it was disc 1 or disc 2, but that Hood Reppin', man, that song was the shit, man. Whether it was the regular version or when I slugged and jabbed, I was like, man, this is just the shit. Like I said, so I was like, I need to hook fuck up with this LuKeem dude. I asked Shamu if like he had a Twitter or anything, and I believe I hit him up, and ever since then started doing work together. I featured him on my my mixtape before this newest one that I released, for When I Found. I put him on As We Thrive twice, and he got the most plays, I believe, on both tracks. Like, I mean, not only does he make good music, but he actually has a following. So not only do I help him out, but he helps me out as well. So it's cool. And 8-track EP. I'm not gonna say EP. I want to say mixtape. I'm just go with project because that's what he's calling it on his Twitter and his SoundCloud. So Out the Blue. I believe it's his first project. I mean, I know he says new, but he doesn't say debut either. So it's like, and I don't know if any. Well, he did have an EP. I think it was a 3 days. It was a 3 days EP. I remember reviewing and chopping that up myself. So uh, I can't really say debut project, I guess, but still 8 tracks. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Track number one. Why? This is well. First off, let me say this whole project is very melodic. I've known that about LuKeem ever since Hood Rapping. Like, he's a melodic dude, and while he's asking why certain things are the way they are, like how come whenever I come around you always missing, but he's also telling you why he does what he does, like seeing his mother struggle from a young age. Track number two, New Faith, featuring G Paid and Heavy Game. This is a banger. LuKeem is speaking on snakes here that are trying to test your faith, while G Paid and Heavy Game come through sounding real smooth with the vocals on here. I was like, who these niggas? Like, damn, shit. Like, just sounded great on the beat, and the beat sounded great as well. Um, One of my favorite tracks on here, but track number three, though, Keep Calling, might be my favorite track on here. I mean, like, this shit was beautiful. See, this is the thing. This album reminds me of kind of like, not necessarily the theme or subject what Logic was trying to do on Everybody, but just how beautiful the music on here and how beautiful the music was on Logic's album Everybody. The execution wasn't necessarily there the way I was hoping it would be. On this, the execution's there. I mean, it's the same LuKeem, but it's better at the same time. The even better production. But this Keep Calling, man, it's like, my goodness. Just saying, like, the work keeps coming, and always getting the calls, so we never cooling, we always moving. I was like, man, this track is the shit. Now, track number four, Out the Blue, the title track. This is LuKeem saying that he doesn't feel like he really owes anybody anything, and I feel like he's saying it's primarily because like people don't know him like that. So just be like, yeah, you owe me something. He's like, nah, I really don't. And this is featuring Sam Stan as well. Now, track number five, Take Five. This is LuKeem talking about how niggas are scared to work, while him and his crew, squad, they're taking everything but five. You know how the saying goes, take five. There's none of that, from what I'm understanding. Now, track number six, Risk It All. It's the most up-tempo track on here, but it's a banger at the same time. I didn't really take too much from it, but it was still a cool track, though. Now, track number seven, Cold Ways, which I've known about for a while. I've known about that for a while, though. Let me see, because I remember chopping that up and putting it on my SoundCloud. Like the majority of the tracks that I chop up with LuKeem's on there, they man, they got some real play. It got some real plays. Hold on, I chopped that song up back 8 months ago, and it got 216 plays. But yeah, man, Cold Ways, another cool track. It's just him saying like, I'm gonna have to turn back to my cold ways now since it's required for me to ball on these niggas. So I can respect that. You gotta do what you gotta do. So I see what you're talking about. And checking with 8, City of Heartbreak. This was the most feels vibe track on here, which I expected it to be, just given the title of it. Um, and LuKeem, really, what I'm getting from this is when he said, "I knew you the one when I told you that." When I texted you that outside, and you texted right back, "Baby, I'm high too." And he was like, "Oh, damn, she the one." So man, let's just get high together. And he talked about all types of things, like they getting high together, the late nights up in the whip, and things like that. But then it turns out to be, guess not. Guess she wasn't the one, unfortunately. City of Heartbreak. So it's like, damn. But still, man, 8 tracks and not one where I'm like, yo, this is trash. I can do without it completely. It's just like LuKeem, man. Out of all the artists that I've worked with for like these 2.5, almost 3 years that I've been doing this, maybe three years and a little over 3 years maybe that I've been doing this. He is the most melodic. He is the um, most talented. Honestly, that's not to knock anybody else that I've worked with or that I still work with, but he's the most talented so far. He's got the biggest cult following. Um, I mean, what can I say? He's like the complete package. Not only does he make good music, but people are actually listening to it. I hate when so other artists have good music, but no one's listening to it, and they don't have a following like that. They're not bringing themselves plays, which isn't bringing me plays when I chop it up for them, which gives them more exposure in the uh, chopped and screwed. If you wonder what slugged and jab means, in the chopped and screwed realm. So it's like we can't really help each other out when you have good music, but no one's hearing it, and I can't help. I can't help because none of your people are coming over listening to what I did, which is gonna make my people or whoever follows me come together and we can all just benefit from each other. So LuKeem is like the complete package. Good music, good following. Um, he has the plays, he has the exposure. I've seen some interviews of his. Like, yeah, he's on the come up. I can't wait for the next project. I mean, but man, I'd have to say I'm gonna give this project because I have a new scale rating how I do things now. I have an X, which means it's just trash. I have where I just put a blank, which means it's like a lot of filler, or pretty much I'm just it's like a short listen to. A circle, which means it's kind of in the middle, but it's more most of the time it's edging more towards a check. And then there's the check, and then there's the star, which means like it's a classic, instant, instant classic maybe. It's a masterpiece. This is gonna get a circle edging way towards the check. So in retrospect, this means it's like a 7 to a 7.5. But that's pretty much it, man. LuKeem, keep doing your thing, man. If you've heard this project, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below and what you think about my review on it. And also, if you haven't heard this project, I'll leave the link to it in the description below, and I'll let you know. Listen to it, come back, and let me know what you think about it and what you think about my review. I'm also going to chop this whole thing up and release it, the whole project on SoundCloud. I'm hoping to feature a song on an EP and another song on a playlist. And I will be interviewing LuKeem as well. And I also have, I think, one more thing I was gonna do with it. Uh, no, no, that's it. But that's pretty much it, man. Be sure to hit the like button if you like this review. Share the review. Subscribe if you're new. Get me on Twitter, Facebook, AudioMax, SoundCloud, Instagram, and hit up my email for business. What I mean by hit up my email for business is if you need your music chopped and screwed, if you need it reviewed, if you need beats made, if you want to be featured on one of my upcoming DJ mixtapes, or you just have any inquiries that you just might have, the email is dynamicjab@gmail.com. And my Patreon's down there, my Bandcamp's down there, and my PayPal if you want to support my movements as far as YouTube, music, entertainment, and etc. That's down there as well. DynamicJAB@gmail.com. Same thing. And be sure to follow LuKeem. I'll put his Twitter, his SoundCloud, and other social medias down there as well. So thank you for watching. Check this project out if you haven't. And that's pretty much it. LuKeem, keep doing your thing, man. And I'm sure we'll chop it up soon. See y'all next time.